Hello and welcome to our Watermer channel. I'll continue playing Inscryption. And I believe in the last run I've got a wolf released, but I'm not sure what it is for. Okay. And I get a knife. You finally pried my special dagger from the bones of that squirrel. Thought you may wish that you hadn't. There we have a bottle of something as well. The pain is unbearable, even after all these years. What do you want? I have very little to live for these days. Watching the angler lose, now that soothed my pain. An old rival of mine, that fisherman. He bested me this time, but I will have another chance. Okay, R. So we have to do something with that knife. We can't do anything here. Okay, the smoke. I do relish snuffing out your excess candles before boss. Perhaps you will now enjoy it as much as I do. Okay, so I got a permanent smoke. I think so. Let's see, what is that? I can't click it. So yeah, I think I'll continue on the first map. So let's go to the left. And let's see, beehive, porcupine, or raven. Maybe let's select a beehive. And then check the consumables. But it looks like we got that dagger into consumables. Pack rat, and we got pack rat instead. I wonder what it does. You can't use that right now. Okay. And the first encounter of the map. Lucky draw. Okay. Special dagger. To the user, you will place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. Okay. So let's see what we have. Two sparrows. So they will do 1 damage directly to us, each of them. So let's place a toad to, or maybe let's place a bullet frog in front of 1 sparrow. So we would get only 1 damage. And now let's spawn this toad. And then another animal card, but it's a wolf, so we can't spawn it yet. So let's take another animal card, and we have a beehive. Yes, I think you have got me this time. Okay, so we won. And then let's go to the trapper. My belts are clean, okay. Good to know. And then let's take a wolf belt. This should be good. And then to the sacrifice stone. Let's see. Our stingbug is changing. But I'm thinking about sacrificing the beehive. And let's place it on the... I can place it on a stone. It might be a good choice. There we go. And another fight of this map. We start with a stove, so that's very good. Sprinter. A card bearing the sigil will strike each opposing space to the left and right to the... Okay. And it's a sprinter as well, so it will move to the right next turn. So maybe let's place a stone here. So it would get hit, but we would get 1 bee out of that beehive. Now let's take one more squirrel and place a wolf belt here to defend ourselves. And then let's place a bee here. Then let's continue. We got one more bee. We could do 2 damage, but we need 4 to win. So we'll just take another squirrel. And spawn a wolf instead of stoat. And now we should win. There we go. And we will get another card. Maybe let's use one out of bones. Turkey vulture. It is good, but it costs 8 bones, so that might be too late. And then woodcarver. We have a squirrel head. However, when an empty space would be struck, a card bearing the sigil will move to that space to receive a strike instead. I'm not sure if I want to do that for a squirrel. So let's just take this totem head. And then let's go to the right. Great draw. Okay, so we got a stingbug. And we will have 2 sparrows again. And I can't spawn anything this round. And we will get that against us. 2 damage, but 1 health. And we can only take 2 damage. So let's hope we will get something good, but it's a back rat. I could use a hook, but I think I'll keep it for later use. I might as well use 2 squirrels. To spawn a deck rat, and then 2 bones to spawn a stink bug. Fight against the bat. So we still survive. We can only get 1 damage now. Our pack rat will do 2 damage, and they will do us 2 damage. So we are still okay. I could spawn another bullet frog, but I don't have turtles yet. Let's do that now. And we should start winning after this. Cool, okay. Enemy surrenders. And we take another card into our deck. It's even Raven Egg, Black Goat, or Warren. A bountiful Warren, it spawns a rabbit when it is played. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a rabbit is created in your hand. The rabbit is defined as 0 power and 1 health. So these cards are for defense. Maybe let's go for a Raven Egg. And then to a Woodcarver again. Let's see. Bone King, or we could select a Wolf Head. Let's select a Wolf Head. And then the first boss, Gold Miner. The Smoke. It is great indeed. Okay, we got a Greater Smoke. 1 damage, 3 health. Okay. The trees closed in tight around you, creating an impenetrable brush. The only way out was forward, and the hobo shape of a man stood in that way. Got any gold in their skull? Let me crack it open and take a look. I hope you will not take a look. Pack mule and coyote, so we need to kill that coyote. That pack mule first, then coyote. So let's place a stove here. And we got 1 bee. That's very good. Let's take animal card now. It's a pack rat. Let's use a beaver. And our stow dies. And we still need 3 damage. And I have 1 bee. So I can just place a squirrel here and a bee there. And now we only need 1 damage. Let's get the squirrel. And now we should take his first health. And now he converts our animals to cold. And we have wolf and coyote to deal with. Let's take another squirrel. Use that frozen opossum here. And then greater smoke here. Let's take another animal card. Rabbit belt. Okay, can I sacrifice frozen opossum? That's my question. I cannot. I only can sacrifice greater smoke. So let's do that. And then let's place a raven egg. But the bloodhound moved to its place, so it will kill it. Okay. At least we will deal 3 damage. And it looks like we will win. There we go, first boss. You will not perish quite yet. And I'm happy about it. Here's our epic card, Mantis God. The Holy Mantis God, a perfect incarnation of terror. Trifurcated strike. Okay, so it will strike in 3 directions. So if we would place this sigil on a high damage card, we would do a lot of damage. Or the Dows. Let's go with that Mantis God. With the sound of Prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. And here, this is the second map. Let's go to the left. The tenacious skink, it moves over an attack, leaving its tail behind. There we saw this one. And Vortimer, here we go. And let's give that card 3 directions to strike. So we would deal 9 damage and we get airborne. So we would likely kill our enemy in 1 turn. Okay. And here's the first encounter. And we got Vatimer in first turn. Let's see, Ringworm and 1 Work Rat, so we will do 1 damage. So let's save up the squirrels. And then spawn the Vatimer card. And we will win just like that. Here we go. Now let's take another card. Ringworm. By unpredictable Ringworm, its value is not readily apparent. Or Kingfisher or Rattler. Let's go with the maybe Ringworm. It should have something hidden behind it. Yeah, let's select it. And now we can choose to go to the Mushroom Scientist, but we don't have 2 identical cards. So let's go to the Sacrifice table. And let's see what we can sacrifice. Fledgling, Turkey Vulture, Backrat, Bullfrog, or Stingbug. So defense against airborne, collectible, or getting stronger. Let's change that Raven Egg and give it to the Ringworm. And I think it could transform into something mysterious. Let's see, Rattler will go first. And we have an ability to form a Ringworm. So let's do that. And hope for something spectacular. Elder Ringworm. Okay. But another will kill it. He will deal with a Rattler bow. But now we need 4 damage to win, and we will do only 1. And we don't have no cards nor squirrels, and our Stingbug will die. So that's not great. We got Bullet Frog. But after this round we will lose unless I do something. But I think I'll just continue forward. And let's go to the right. And let's select a river otter. And we can increase someone's health. Mortimer already has a lot of health. I could do that for the stout. Or a sting bug. Let's do that to the stout. Oh, we can enhance it again. Or lose this card. Maybe let's just take a card. The health of a stout was enhanced by a worm. Okay. And here's another encounter. With that totem, we will not be able to hit any of the enemies, so we need to do a lot of damage. Skink will do us 1 damage, and Rattler will do us 3 damage. And we will not be able to kill the Rattler, nor the Skink, so we will need to do at least 4 damage per round in order not to lose. So let's continue. And we will have adders as well. That's not very good. I think I'll need to use the hook. And then spawn a wolf. Here we will do 6 damage against 3 and eventually win. We used a hook, but at least we won. Let's see what we have. Rattler, bullet frog, or cockroach. Let's take the bullet frog. We have one. And we will go to the scientists. You don't want to see this, okay. We have a stronger bullet frog. And we should be ready to deal with the anglerman. A rotten sand caused you to retch. Doubled over, a mucky boot entered your field of view. You looked up to behold an unnaturally large figure. Ringfish? Okay, so the angler might his hook, player squirrel or something that gains it. That will protect your best cards. Yes. So let's place stoat here. Now we will need to sacrifice one squirrel. Now let's take another squirrel. And I could spawn a Wartimer. Because but he might spawn a lot of bears. Just like we saw earlier. Let's hope that will not happen. And now we should win. One round. Go fish. Okay, so we will win next round as well. The Wartimer card is very strong. Here we go. Your lives are restored. Perhaps one of these will end this you. Let's see. Ouroboros. This one gets stronger each time it dies. So this is a very good card, and let's take it. Taken but with newfound resolve, you moved past the pond where the angler now lay. Oh yes, I know. The beauty of the falling snow could not distract you from the chill in your bones. Okay, the snowline man. And let's try to get the third boss. I'm anticipating some extraordinary pelts. And I believe we have some. One hair pelt. Let's get the... maybe the cockroach. We could give that ability to someone else, and now we can choose Blackout. We could choose that and then give it Unkillable Sigil. but I'm not sure if it can take more than 2. So let's just take the Warren. I will make good use of these, okay. And then to the collectibles. We need to get 2 of them. Let's take 1 squirrel and then frozen opossum. And here's the first fight in the snow lane map. We have very good cards. And we'll fight against Turkey Vulture and Mole. So we will get free damage. But Bullet Frog could take care of that vulture. At least partially. So let's do that. And then we will have 2 Raven Eggs. And we will get 0 damage next round. So maybe let's take I could take a ring. I could place a river otter here, but the mole will move in its position and that raven will hatch. So maybe let's wait for now. I'll need to place that river otter to deal with Turkey. Let's see what we can hit from here. A lucky draw, very lucky. Stink Bug will deal with one of Raven Eggs. Okay, it already got stronger by the time we attacked it. Now we can take no more than 2 damage. And we would get 3 damage. So that's not very good. Okay, I could use Frozen Opossum, but I'm not sure if that cube can defend against airborne attacks. And I think we lost this one. Because we can't defend against those airborne attacks, and we can't kill them in this turn either. So yeah. We lose it, but at least we kept the consumables. Now let's take another card. Let's make it a grizzly, and then let's destroy one of our cards. The most useless one. I believe it is a river otter. Let's hope we will get something at least. So now we will always start with one bone. Three elk thorns will do us 3 damage. Okay, we can take that. And then we need 3, 6, 8 damage to win, and we will deal 9. So let's spawn a waterer and then this battle. Just like that. And we go to a trapper. We have a few coins to spare. Let's take 1 golden belt. Thanks for your patronage. And then let's go to the... Let's see if we can sign someone's sigils. I could, but I'm not sure if I want to fight against a totem. But let's try our luck. Let's sacrifice the cockroach and give his sigil to the bullfrog. We have unlimited amount of air defenses. Just like that. And here's another fight. Okay. Let's see what we'll have. 3 elk bones. Okay. Let's get that girl and spawn a wolf. I don't want to risk this fight. We only have 1 health left. And let's place golden belt here. And we will win. So I can just place this ringworm and just continue our journey. Let's take a card from one sacrifice. Wolf got bouquet. And then to the campfire. We don't need to increase Vatimer's power. Or do we? If we have 1 airborne defense, we would only do 6 damage. And after upgrade we would do 8 damage. But there's only 1 out of 12. We get 3 cards in the beginning, or 4. Okay, so there's 1/3. We get Vatimer in the beginning. So maybe let's increase Stoat's power. Yeah, let's do that. Surely your creature could become more powerful, but you would need to risk another moment by a fire. Push your luck or pull away. Let's pull away. I don't need to lose this card before the Trapper's fight, because I'm ready to win this time. The Trapper stood before you. Okay. An exquisite belt ye shall make. So we got Vatimer in the first place, but we need to remove the traps first. After killing these strange frogs, the leaping trap will spawn, and a card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Oh, the steel trap. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, the creature opposing it perishes as well. A belt is created in your hand. That's not ideal. Let's use a frozen opossum against this frog, and we will get 2 damage. Now let's take a squirrel and spawn Ouroboros, and then a sting bug. Then let's take the squirrel so our sting bug will die and the other will attack us. Let's use Ouroboros again. It will do 4 damage this time, because it got stronger after dying. And now we should win this round. Here we go. Exquisite bells, but the cycle must continue. Let's trade. Powerful cards, I will accept only the finest spells for them. Trade for what you can, but know this, the rest will stay and fight for me. Okay. So let's trade this wolf pelt for grizzly. Let's trade this wolf pelt for the great white, but it will cost us 3 sacrifices. Okay. We will win if we get 2 sacrifices. We win in the next round. So let's just take the moose back as well. And I think it will be all, maybe the adder. Well, so it wouldn't defend against airborne. And now we need another squirrel. And I think we will win. And yeah, we win. First time defeating the trapper. Your lives are restored. Perhaps one of these will interest you. Urayuli costs 4 sacrifices, so that's a lot. Amalgam and Strange Larva. Let's go with Strange Larva. With the enigmatic trapper and trader now bleeding into the snow, you persisted. You could see a light in the distance. The end is near. Let me see. Okay. So it looks like this will be the ultimate boss fight. And I'll continue in the next episode. And I hope you will win it. So see you in the next one.